It's the 27th of October. Where are you guys?
You're gonna adjourn now. Would make it.
Hilarious speech. Hilarious.
Welcome, everyone. Let's go ahead and call our meeting to order and rise for the pledge. Thank you.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation,
nation, under God,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. My country is.
Thank you. Roll call?
Counselor Atkinson? Here. Counselor Capella? Here. Mayor Kuzinski?
Here.
Vanessa?
Here.
Here,
Here.
Excellent. Thank you. All right, we have our audience of citizens.
Both of them.
Excellent.
yes, I do have, I want to add something under that audience of citizens, if I can, Mr. Mayor.
Yes, what's up?
You know, some people have heard about this. I was hoping there'd be more people here, but on Saturday, the 27th of September, Ryan, you're hearing it for a second time. Saturday, September 27th, 2025, 11:30 in the morning, the Silver Ridge Homeowners Association will be dedicating a bench to firefighter Sharkovich, who had lost his life fighting the Lamentation Mountain Fire, which is, you know, right there back from where I live. And he'd given his life doing, you know, fighting this fire. The Homeowners Association already made a donation to the Berlin Fire Department, and they're dedicating this bench in his honor up on top at on Sea Green in a circle area at Sea Green, and that'll be dedicated in his honor on that day. So hopefully, you know, a lot of people up there, and Berlin Fire Department's notified of that also. And then, you know, the presentation will probably take about 15 minutes. So if anybody's available to attend, it would be appreciated. Silver Ridge, yeah. It's going to be up when you go in.
When you go in there, yeah, how do you, when you go in?
When you go in, come to the first stop sign, take a left, go all the way. You'll be going through the second stop sign, and then Sea Green's going to be a street on the right, and it's all the way at the end.
Okay, up to the
'Cause
left.
basically, when the fire was going on there, they did have a fire truck posted there.
I remember that.
24/7 for like 2 weeks during the time of the fire.
That's great.
You know, again, too, but I mean, this is in honor of firefighter Starkovich from Weathersfield, who lost his life up there fighting that fire. But they will be dedicating this bench. But okay,
That's great. Thank you. That's a nice, nice of your community to do that. Great. Okay. Anyone else in the audience? Please, not all at once, please. Down. No, I think we're good. I don't see nobody online, right? Nobody's raising their hand there. Okay. Okay, we'll close the audience of citizens and go on to the mayor's update. Just a couple quick things I wanted to mention. There's the Blue Mass, which honors our first responders, police, and that's September 21st at St. Paul's. That's this, yeah, that's this coming weekend, right? 1 o'clock, I think it's at. Is it 1? Yeah, 1 o'clock. And just a couple questions, Ryan, maybe just for you, really. You know, the Berlin Fair always brings up a lot of stuff, I guess we'll call it. You know, people asking a lot of questions. But tea times at Timberland, could we just look at that? And the issue was hard for Berlin residents to get tea times in our own golf course. So I don't know if that's true or not. I'm not a golfer, so I've heard some of that before, but I don't know if they're just, you know, calling too late, or, you know, I get it's a popular course and they're booked up, but I would just be curious to see why that's floating around out there.
Mr. Mayor, can I
Yeah.
kind of chime in on that?
Yeah,
Because
absolutely. No,
I
yeah.
kind of know where some of this is coming from.
Okay. Well, yeah.
But
Good.
what it is there's a lot of times where Berlin residents want to go play golf
Yeah.
during the day,
Yes.
and they have fundraisers or tournaments going on.
Okay.
And when they have this going on, it limits the accessibility that the Berlin residents have to the course.
Mhm.
So in other words, if you got 10 o'clock shotguns, you know, most of them do start at 10 a.m. They're gonna go to 4, so that means that a Berlin resident wants to play golf, can't play till after 4 o'clock until the tournament's over. And I think that's where a lot of these
be,
residents are
yeah.
getting concerned, because some of them buy a yearly pass over at Timberland. And when you buy this yearly pass, they want to play golf and they want to play golf.
Yeah, oh, I get that.
So,
yeah,
but a lot of them are being turned down again because the course itself has taken on a lot of tournaments this year. As they do every year, you make a good chunk of change on that, and that's what's getting some of the residents a little upset, because I have had a couple of residents come to me on this,
yeah. Okay, there you go.
and
Yeah.
I think, I don't want to mention any names, but
No.
I mean, I think this same person has spoken to you also,
Oh, okay,
okay?
same person.
Yeah.
Okay,
In,
but anyway, yeah.
in
yeah.
the past, Berlin residents have called for tea time at 7 a.m. is when you can call.
Okay,
And they call 7 a.m. plus 20 seconds.
yeah,
And all the tea times are taken.
okay.
That's been a problem in the past. I don't know if that's what they're referring to. Yeah,
Okay, so can we talk to, I'll leave it to you, but what,
So let me just add, Counselor Prusen was spot on about having leagues. We have leagues and we have
Yes.
events during the
Yes.
day. I was at Timberland last week, and there was, I think it was Hartford Steam Boiler Company was there for their, it's their company day out.
oh, okay.
And they
yeah,
do,
sure.
and they basically rent out Timberland. So
yeah.
I think the Golf Commission has been trying to balance the revenue side, because they bring in a lot of money
Yeah.
to the town, with also accessibility for our residents.
Yeah.
And so, Mr. Mayor, we have a meeting with the Golf Commission Chair
Hmm.
and our director next Friday.
We do,
So we have that coming up.
we
So I
do.
think we can talk about it then.
Is it this Friday or is following
It's the
Friday?
following Friday.
Okay,
Yeah, I just looked it up. It's,
Okay.
The 26th. actually.
yes, all right, I remember. Okay, well, you know what, we can. That's what we'll do.
Because too, in looking at what the residents are saying is that, they feel their money spends just as good as anybody else, and they pay for this pass, per season. And that's where some of the, people are getting a little riled up, because they pay for this pass to play golf and they're told they can't play.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've all heard this in the
Yeah, 'cause
past.
that's
I
where,
didn't- heard it lately,
it's
but-
contradictory in sometimes, in a sense. So.
Yeah,
So they said, well, where am I gonna go play golf? You wanna make me tea time somewhere else and then pay for it? Or some of them said, well, reimburse me because I don't have the accessibility to the course.
that is,
Those are things that need to be looked at.
yeah, no, it's been out there before, and, but, I guess maybe every so often it, pops up again, so, but worth looking into,
Yeah.
to see what's going on there, so.
Yeah, if we could get an update on that, since you're having a meeting prior to, at the next town council meeting, that would be appreciated.
Yeah, oh, yeah, I'm sure he'll get back to us, Ryan. One last thing, so very dismayed to hear this, and the Berlin Fair is just a wealth of information. Um, some maybe you don't want to hear, some you do want to hear, but the parking fees, okay?
Oh, yeah.
People are very upset, as we know, and it's great what we all did as a council to send the letter, which I know we have not had a response to yet. And it was annoying to see that, and looking into it, after they got the letter, there was a Board of Ed meeting, and it was mentioned they got correspondence. They did not read it into the record, and they mentioned that, which I didn't know. I don't know how this was getting out there. I don't even know if it's in the public. That they're having a retreat this Friday, and at that retreat, I believe the chairwoman said or the president of the board said they were going to talk about this issue. And the public was invited. This is how it came to me. I haven't seen this written anywhere. The public is invited, but they can't speak. And the retreat is at the Shadow Meadow Country Club, very nice spot, 5:30 on Friday, this coming Friday the 19th. Very convenient time for many people to go, Friday night at 5:30, and very, interesting at a country club. Somebody's paying for something there and they're looking for money and they're having a retreat at a country club. I'm sorry, that's just, we don't have retreats. If we do, getting together, it's in a town building or it's on our own. I don't know, but we're certainly going to find out because that's not a cheap place, right? I don't know.
You
But-
know, Mr. Mayor, getting back to,
Yes.
the fees and everything from our letter that we sent out.
Yes.
I have spoken to a couple students,
Yes.
who do know me.
Me too, at the Berlin Fair. Yes.
Not only at the Berlin Fair, but outside the Berlin Fair.
Yes.
And they have been charged the $100 parking fee. That had, I think the due date is, they extended it, I think, to the end of September, if I'm not mistaken, but they were notified about this back
Yes,
in
I've heard that.
early August.
Yes.
So it was like a 60-day window or whatever. But they have had to pay that $100 in order to park their car there.
And I heard that, and parents are resisting paying it. And again, from another actually pretty good source, I don't know if they've officially made this decision yet, but as we know with our children, if they've already gone through high school, at the end of the year in high school as a senior, before you get that diploma, you better pay up whatever you owe, whether it's in the cafeteria or whatever.
I can't take Saturday off because I have trade.
So supposedly if they don't pay, they'll stick it on that bill. That's, I haven't heard any of this officially, but I just have which now brought to mind just a couple questions. So an issue, like this, which is very important. Now that I'm going to ask Attorney D'Onofrio, but I'm assuming, it's got to be, if they're going to talk about town business in a retreat, it's got to be a special meeting, right? Posted, noticed?
If there's a quorum of the board,
Okay.
and they're talking about town business, then regardless of whether it's called a retreat or not, it's a meeting for FOIA purposes.
Yeah. And have we seen that posted anywhere? What's got to be 24 hours before, right?
Yep.
Okay, so we'll have to, I guess, keep on the lookout for that, and they'll have to take minutes. And didn't we pass something saying you had to record and be able to zoom into meetings? I thought we
I
have
don't-
made that policy all elected. I thought all elected offices.
I don't think that applied to Board of Ed, though.
It didn't?
I don't think so, no.
Huh, I wonder why we exempted them. That doesn't sound right.
So if they do have this meeting and they don't post anything,
Is it a legal meeting,
I
I
mean,
guess? What would it be?
what?
Well, if they don't post notice within 24 hours, then it's an illegal meeting.
Yeah, we still have time, and it's only Tuesday, so. But I just think, I don't know.
Jump off that bridge when we get to it.
Well, we're getting there, unfortunately, Kate, and everyone's screaming out there about transparency, and this is about as non-transparent as you could get. Why wouldn't they even read that letter into the minutes? What are they ashamed of, afraid of, don't want to deal with? I don't know. Not a good look for an elected group, and certainly not our Board of Ed people. But we'll see. I agree with you. We'll see how it goes.
These are educated people. We need money, so we're gonna go to the country club and talk about it. What an optic.
Yeah, that looks nice too, doesn't it? Yeah, it's private.
Jump off the bridge.
Well, we're getting there in a couple days, so we'll be jumping on it. I'll be at the meeting listening to see what they say. Hopefully they notice it. Let's hope they do, and let's hope they discuss it, and let's hope they do the right thing, which from the looks of it, I'm not hopeful, but whatever. That's it. Just want to bring you guys up to date on that. So that's all for the update. We'll move on to our meeting agenda. And we got our consent agenda. What do we have here? Waiving the police fees in approximate amounts of $3,194.50 for traffic control for the Father Joe Memorial Walk, starting at 485 Allen Street. And then the other one is appoint the following individuals to America 250, Catherine LaRose. So those are our two consent items. Go ahead and take a motion, Charlie.
I move we approve the consent agenda as presented.
Thank you. Second. Thanks, Donna. Any other comments or questions? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved. Okay.
Good evening, everyone. Move on to agenda item number 1. And this is a revisit from the last meeting. We had talked about having a policy at our senior center for events and program sponsorships. And so we had, Tina had worked on a draft policy, and then we vetted that with her town attorney to come up with a proposed draft. And last time, I think there was discussion about reviewing it further for potential changes. So I'll turn it back to you, Mayor.
So, I guess down to where the I guess the accepted sponsors down on the bottom of the first page, local nonprofits, civic organizations, other organizations engaged in charitable purposes, health.
I mean, the only thing that I thought about the list of examples.
Yes.
If there's any way we could just make it clear that it's illustrative and not exhaustive,
Mm.
just because that always tends to be a thing, like when it comes up, it's like, well, it's not in the list.
Mhm.
And it's not meant to always be in the list, right? This is just meant to be an illustration.
Yes, which that's what concerns me though, because the definition of, civic organizations is what? I mean, I don't, I just, it concerns me that, because, there have been groups out there that claims they're this and that, and
This is a civic organization engaged in charitable purposes.
civic organizations and others, I guess, engage in charitable, and,
How,
what's the definition of that? I mean, what does that mean? I mean, we know what charity is, but whatever their mission is that charity when they're, putting out something to the town? I mean, that's not charity. I don't know. That just concerns me that if you leave it too open-ended, this means nothing. So I don't know what and I don't know how we,
how about if we put, including but not limited to? Huh?
That's the magic turn of phrase.
Well,
Yeah.
from the Capitol, that was the magic phrase, because you never know who's gonna,
yeah.
you know?
Included but not limited to, that opens it up more, I guess, right? So my question is, who's gonna make that decision on that they fit into the categories? Because I
think the final discretion rests with Tina and her supervisor and our town manager. And
Yeah,
then there is a avenue to appeal, I guess, too.
what's it say, Sandy?
It says approval by center administration. It doesn't reference
Ah,
town
yes.
manager or anything.
Well,
Because it's further in the.
So
Yeah.
I would come into play for an appeal, I believe.
Okay, I was just looking at
And
that.
only during an appeal, but it would have to meet the qualities. And I just want to add,
yes,
we did have a conversation on what is a civic organization.
yes,
Because
good.
I at first, when we were drafting this, I was thinking, nonprofit would make it just easy. And then I just assumed Berlin Lions, for instance, would be a nonprofit, but
It
they're
is
not. So they don't. So
Right.
we were thinking about a group like Berlin Lions Club
right,
in
Yes.
mind when we put civic organizations. So just so you know,
Right.
that's where that came from.
yeah.
I would be more comfortable if, well, it does say, it says for appeals, I would be more comfortable if it always goes to the town manager before it's approved myself.
For every event?
Yes. Well, but if it's.
That's not that's.
there's a question.
enumerated.
Well, that's not enumerated, but I mean, that's, because, I mean, not every event falls right under this policy. I mean, if they're having their exercise class, that's not, Right.
That seems like it could be really cumbersome.
well, I mean, how many events are there? I mean, I can't think of,
They have a lot of events over
Yeah.
there.
no, I know they have a lot of events, but I don't, I mean, this came up recently for certain reasons, which are rare, which have been rare as far as I know since I've been the mayor. So I don't think it would be something that would overburden Ryan or the town manager. I think if it's,
But this applies to all events out there.
yeah, but I mean, most of them are gonna be, he gets noticed of it, he could look at it, and he could get involved, or he could just notice it, they're telling me who's coming. I think it needs to go up the chain a little bit, so he at least is aware of it. Because otherwise, what almost happened there would happen again. Okay? and this was not in place, understood, but it was not right what was being accepted there. I'm sorry. That's why this came up. So I don't want to leave it there. I think it should, Ryan should at least be noticed. And also, you know, the council should know who's going to our senior center. I'd love to know. I mean, we could look at their calendar, but not always is it very illuminated on the calendar who that really is. And I think just only because of, you know, which is, I don't know, it never happened before like this, but times are different now apparently for different reasons, which is sad, but if that's what we got to do, we got to do it and make sure we stay, you know, as, you know, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but I just think it should go to him. I don't know where we would put that in, Jeff, if you had a place to put it where he's notified of it. He doesn't need to always be involved in it, or maybe he doesn't need to make the decision unless when he's notified, he needs more information.
So, like, when one is approved, the town manager is sort of copied on the approval?
Correct.
Okay.
So, you know, or prior to approval, he's notified, let's do that. Why go through the approval process and then he's got to kick in and say, now it's not approved, why do
I was
that?
going to say, maybe when
Yes,
the application is submitted.
Yes.
Just
applications,
send a copy or something.
yeah, or however they submit an email application, yeah, whatever
When the
they send it.
application is submitted, that's good
Yeah.
terminology, Sam.
Yeah, CC the town manager and, you know, will be familiar with the policy and, you know,
So what was the precipitating event because clearly we're trying to avoid something that happened, but I'm not understanding.
yeah, it
exactly
was
what
kind
the
of
issue is, I guess.
someone running for office decided to have an event there, never been there before, just didn't really sit right with too many folks. And then there was another organization that, that's why the definitions bother me a little bit, calling themselves civic and different things, or charitable. I don't know what they call themselves, this organization, but
I
they're not, I don't really know what they are, quite frankly. I don't think they're a charitable, I don't think they're a 501c3 or anything, I don't think.
More of a political action committee.
Yeah, held out as something different. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. You know, those are
protect our seniors from political opinions.
we're trying to not make that where there's political discussion. Let them have their fun in the senior center. We don't want to start that as a place we're going to have political debate every day because somebody's showing up with a agenda. I mean, that's just not what that's for. And it has never been that, other than when we have our candidates forum before an election, right? That's different.
Very clear prohibited sponsorships, and I agree with you, that's that's a legitimate purpose,
Yes,
that those kinds of entities and aims will be prohibited.
Yeah.
So I don't think requiring Ryan to approve every event is necessary to attain that goal. We're literally saying it's prohibited.
that's his job, to look at things that are going on in every town department. I don't really see why you'd have a problem with it being CC'd on it, on the notice that somebody wants to go there. Why wouldn't the town manager should be noticed on everything that's going on in town with his staff? I would want to be.
All the events at the library too?
He
Maybe
could,
we should do that too. Should.
maybe we should. Well,
Well,
they had a speaker there the other night that, to me, I'm surprised we let him speak her speak in a town building. I didn't listen to it, but I just, you know, we're going down the, you know, the road that we've just gone down in this country the other day, and I don't want to keep going down there where a lot of the events we're holding on town property are very, very political, and we don't need that. They can meet somewhere else. And also when this one organization kind of hides what they are and throwing themselves out, even to me, hey, you know, we're nonpartisan. Well, if you look at their membership, they're not. And I don't know what they do, but it's just, we haven't had this issue before. And it's unfortunate. That's where I guess our society's going, not just Berlin. So that's why we had to put this in place. And I'm sorry, it should run through the town manager. That's what he's here for. He manages the town day to day. I don't see why you would even have an issue with that, quite frankly. Why? Well, yeah, but I mean, you know, he needs to know what's going on in all of our departments, and apparently in this issue, he didn't know until somebody told him. So the event would have occurred, and that would have just been plain wrong.
But this policy prevents that from happening now going forward.
Assuming the staff enforces it, okay? That's what I have a problem with. And that's staff of any department. you know, and sometimes, I mean, I'm sure they will be aware of it. It's their senior center, but I think it's a safeguard to the system. I just don't see why that's a problem, where we notify our town manager when there's an event going on. In fact, it's even nicer because if there's something that's real interesting, he could tell the council too, hey, you know what's going on with this? Because a lot of times we don't hear about what's going on in the senior center. I mean, we look at their newsletter, but some of these things really weren't in the newsletter from what I saw. Or we didn't know who was showing up for what. So I just think that's what should be in here. We could vote on it if you want, whatever you want to do. You tell me. You want to take a vote? We'll take a vote.
Before you take a
Yes,
vote,
yes,
I think you should make the changes that you want to make.
yeah. Well, I'm trying to figure out where to put
I
it.
just don't know.
Right, right. How would we put,
Just to clarify, what you're looking to do, because I'm hearing kind of two different tracks.
yes.
Are you looking to have the town manager receive a copy of each application? Or are you looking for the town manager to approve an application?
I think receive a copy and in his discretion, if he wants to talk to Tina or anyone, you know, anyone in management at the senior center, that would be in his discretion. But he should receive a copy before it's approved. That's what I would say.
So upon filing, he'll receive a copy.
Okay. Where would we,
I'll.
Okay, thank you. You got, so what, are you guys okay with that? Everybody okay? I know obviously Kate, you're not, but I just don't get the downside. He manages the whole town. He should have all the information going on daily in our town at his fingertips and know what is happening. That's what a good manager does, as far as I know, with managing, you know, programs, people, places. He needs to know. Because if he doesn't know, that's when things go wrong. And I've seen that in my 10 years too. Town manager didn't know anything about X. How come the town manager didn't know? Department head didn't think it was important to tell him or didn't want to tell him. And that's occurred many times in the past. So that's why I'm kind of adamant about it. We need to know what's going on in our departments.
About the thing that led to this.
This, I don't remember how that came up, honestly. I think someone saw something on the calendar, you know, the calendar on the back page. I think they saw something there. And it was, you know, someone running for office that had never been there before. And all of a sudden now they're showing up. And it just didn't look right, didn't smell right. And from what I saw, I don't remember who actually brought it to my attention. Somebody noted that though. And then that led to another organization that was going to sponsor bingo. And again, not really charitable or, you know, civic to a certain point, which is where we get into the definitions. But, you know, I guess organizations engage in charity. Is charity sponsoring a breakfast for the seniors? I guess. But again, when it appears to be a partisan organization, then I don't know how civic they really are. I mean, that's my problem. And that was the problem with that other organization too, as well as whatever they held out to be, you know, they held themselves out to be nonpartisan. And if you looked into them, they weren't. And I don't know. It's just, you know, I hear this word lately a lot, transparency, and I don't see it a lot. And that bothers me. If you're really going to be transparent, which is why I'm so upset about the retreat, because that's not transparent Friday at 5:30. That's our Board of Education voting for something that everybody's against, including us, and they're going to go hide and talk about it. So that's just another example of it in a different way. So that's why I'm kind of adamant about it, because we don't run the town that way. We never have, at least since I've been
What
here.
we have to do, modify.
Yeah, Jeff's
put
gonna,
Put this on hold, modify the document and bring it back to the council for approval, correct?
yes.
Yep.
Okay, so.
Is that
this is-
good?
This is tabled, this will be tabled till the next meeting.
Yes, I'm sorry, yes.
So,
Anything
what,
else? in there
I-
you want?
one second, Donna,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, one
Yeah.
second.
That's okay.
One second there. So in other words, we're gonna table this, make the changes to the document and bring it up to the next council meeting. Correct?
Yes, is that what do you got?
I'm sorry, Donna.
That's it. No problem. So, on the third section, general sponsorship guidelines.
Yep.
The third bullet there, The center's administration has sole discretion as to whether a request will be approved or rejected. Sole discretion?
Well, hence,
So we're gonna make that change in that area. Is that it, Attorney Donofrio?
It's direct me what changes.
Yeah, so that's where we're gonna be making that change. I just want to make sure
yes,
that is being changed.
yes, that's where I would make it.
Yes,
We would
that's
add in,
where-
you know, it's gonna go to the town manager and,
Uh,
I mean, he will be aware of it. He can
He should be.
say yes or no, of course. I mean, I don't know, but
It's his job.
if I ran the place, I'd want to know what's going on at my senior center or every other place in town. I mean, that's what you gotta know. You can't fix things if you don't know.
Did you ever try to change one of the people's minds over there?
Yeah.
Do you really think they're gonna be influenced? We have a very bright, very
They are. They're very.
set in their
I
ways
used to go there all the time.
audience there
Where?
at the senior center.
Yeah, Mom was.
Moving on.
Oh,
You, Ryan?
Yeah.
that's not what it's about, but not that it's, they're,
I'm not afraid of the propaganda with those folks.
That's it? Okay.
I think,
We're on to the crane people.
yeah,
Train people, Ryan.
Yeah.
All right, we'll move on to agenda item number 2. This is a good thing. It was originally under the consent agenda, and I asked to put it as a regular agenda item only to highlight this donation that was made for our meeting house cupola relocation. And so this was Sandon Crane of Berlin donated $1,500 for the crane and rigging services for this, and I did post pictures out.
Very nice in them. I saw those pictures, yeah.
Yeah, Doug, if you have anything to add on that, there's no action that's needed.
that's great.
Actually, no, there is. Move to accept the donation.
That's great they did that.
Yep, that was very nice of them.
What? 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 Ah,
Thank you. Mr. Mayor, Council, just as Ryan said, it's a company contract we utilized.
Yeah,
a
that's
local
great.
business, third generation actually. Father, son, grandson.
Yeah.
A lot of work for us and they're.
That's
Oh,
great.
great.
Very nice.
How nice. How nice that is. Excellent.
The cupola didn't fall apart. It made it.
Yeah. That was a good thing.
3 ladies, if anything
Yes.
happened to that cupola.
Committee members and.
Yes,
I was watching that guy. He was pretty good
Were
with
ya?
the crane.
really.
Well, I saw the video
Oh, I didn't see that.
and he dropped that right where he had it.
Well, again, at the fair, as always, the folks from the meeting house, the ladies in Historical Society, they were so appreciative too of
Yep.
what, how that all worked out to help them.
Public Works, Grounds and Highway, they did all the site work.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
they knew. They said, thanks to the town, thank you guys, thanks to them. Yeah, they were real happy. And as we talked about more funding needed, that was part of the conversation, but that's
course.
okay. Of course, which we know, we gotta get that house fixed, but anyway.
it's a beautiful house.
Celebration Paraphernalia is available for purchase, so.
Yes, that's right.
Yes,
Yeah, that's right.
We're at the
Yes. You guys all
flower
see that?
club,
The
Yes.
garden club.
Garden Club had the like T-shirts.
Everything that-
Oh, yeah,
Hats,
yeah.
T-shirts, yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
250, yep.
Credit to our library director and town clerk for
Right.
staffing
Yes.
that booth
yeah.
themselves
Yeah.
up
Yes.
until all day Friday. So
Yes.
went above and beyond.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Just
Yeah,
a
that's-
side note on paraphernalia, if anybody's waiting for a tea time, we have a
Thursday.
shop.
Friday.
There we go. Nice. I like it. That's tying that in.
Nice
Excellent.
guy.
Excellent. We're all in our game tonight. That's
Yeah.
good. I like it. That's
Sometimes
yeah.
some close out this time of year, so.
season close out.
That's too funny.
Yeah, there we go. Yes. Excellent. Okay.
Move to accept the donation of $1,500 from Sandon Crane of Berlin, Connecticut for crane and rigging services related to the Worthington Meeting House cupola relocation.
I would
Second on
second that.
Thank you. Any other comments or questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved.
Thank you.
Thanks, Doug.
Thank you. Doug's got the next item.
He does. I see that. And
This is Douglas. this
now
time.
he's Douglas.
This is,
Could Douglas come up? You're all set. You could sit down and Douglas. Here he is. Here's Douglas.
So just so you know, we're moving forward with our roof replacement with
That's
Town
great.
Hall. And then the community center is next. We had received that $1 million steep grant for that. And as part of that steep grant included the mechanicals of the community center as well, and mostly HVAC, I believe. And so with that, steep doesn't cover the A&E, the design of that. And so now that we have this grant, we have to do the design for the mechanicals as well. So we have to pay with town resources for that. And so
Yeah, this project was, the capital plan was with the PBC. We were kind of doing a 1-for-1 as funding allowed. And when the grant came to life, this kind of parlayed it into where we are right now. So the roofing was all designed and ready to bid, and then the grant came to light. So this, as Ryan mentioned, this is just the mechanical portion. Along with the building commission and the architect both feel that it's better to treat these as two separate projects and based on the paperwork and the funding and timing of everything. So this will allow us to do that. And as luck would have it, the architect that they recommended did the original 1989 building, the 2000 addition and the community center,
Oh,
as well as this engineer,
nice.
with a different firm, was the junior engineer at the time. They did it in 2000. So there's a lot
Excellent.
of history. They have a lot of the documentation on file, and certainly the question of the cost, and it is an on-call vendor, kind of set rates, but the magnitude of it based on the project cost and the scope involved to redo everything for competitive bidding. So that's kind of seeing this high number. So
Good. Great. What do you think, folks? We good?
Yeah.
Everybody happy? All right, take a motion, Charlie.
Move to approve the contract proposal from current on-call architect, JH Architects of Berlin, Connecticut, in the amount of $82,425, which includes a 5% contingency for mechanical and architectural design services as part of the steep grant requirements for the mechanical upgrades at Peck Library and Community Center, as approved by the PBC.
Take a second. Thank you. Any other comments or questions? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved.
thank you.
Thanks, Doug.
Thanks, Doug.
thank you, Doug. All right.
We're heading right over to the pro shop. We're gonna
Hey,
get some sale items. Yeah. Yes, I'm sorry, Ryan. Go.
Oh, no. Good. The next agenda item is an extension. We have a contract with Stacks Construction Services for snow plowing each year. This is an extension of 1 year at the current price. And so our Public Works Director, Mike, is online with us, so I'll turn it over to him.
Mr. Mike, how we doing?
Doing good. How's everyone doing?
We're good.
good.
Good. Yeah, this is pretty easy. The original contracts were for the town cul-de-sacs and miscellaneous areas, which includes Steel Boulevard, which is now on board because Newport's been building down there, as well as the town streets. And Stacks won these competitive bids initially. I was actually drafting the bid packages when their letter came in. They wanted to extend another year at the existing rates, which are for the cul-de-sacs and miscellaneous areas. It's $155 an hour for the first 2 trucks, $165 an hour for additional trucks, and this is for the cul-de-sacs and the smaller areas. And for the town streets, which are the larger trucks, it's $200 an hour for the first truck, $250 for additional trucks. So they're keeping the rates the same. They sent us a letter. They did a really good job the last 2 years, so I'm willing to extend this. And if you see it my way, then you can approve it. If not, we'll go out to bid.
Thanks, Mike.
Sure.
But I don't know. Do we see it his way? I think we do, but what do you guys think?
Mm.
Yes,
It's a-
but, right?
Here's the thing.
No brainer? No brainer? No, I'm with you. I got it.
It seems all the time, we're always extending contracts,
That's-
and there's plenty of people out there to plow snow. They may have done a good job for the last 2 years, that's fine.
Yeah.
But why are we not going out for bid? I mean, I have a problem with that. Because all the time, we just want to award a contract or an extension to a contract to somebody without going out to bid. We should have at least 3 bids here before we go back out. So what's going to happen next year? We're going to come back, say they did a good job again, and we go back and have, we're going to extend the contract again? It's just, we need to bid this stuff out. We can't
Right.
just keep going back to these people because they've done a good job. We got to look at dollars and cents. And I cannot support just extending a contract again.
But if I could point out that and on the first bid, they were the only bidder for one of the contracts. So I don't know why that other companies didn't bid it. And they actually have done a good job on both, and they're keeping the rates the same. So I'm trying to figure out why the town is actually getting a good deal with no increase in rates.
But
based
how do
on-
you know somebody else hasn't bid it? Did you go out this year for somebody?
No, we
Well,
didn't.
any kind-
No.
Okay, well,
Yeah, I guess it comes
Case in
down
point.
to a known quantity. Like if you have a contractor working in your house who does a good job, he says, I'm gonna keep the rates the same. I'd rather have someone I know does quality work come back as long, and you can cost check. I've also seen bids in other towns. We're in the right range. It's not like $1,000 an hour, you know, so, but I'll do whatever you guys want.
that's just my opinion, because
No,
it just appears that all the time we're going out and extending contracts all the time without seeing who else is out there and who's competitive with the pricing.
We'll tell you what, I'll commit to this. We'll bid it next year, guaranteed. That's my promise. Just give me one more year with these guys.
I may not be here next year.
Well, the rest of the council will, and there's a lot of hardliners behind that table.
Oh. But it seems every time you come up with a contract, Mike, you're extending it. And then we had this with the tree service again, too. You wanted to extend that. I was against that, and you were able to, you were gonna keep the rates the same till the end of the year and go out
Right.
next year, Well, I mean, it's a case in point. It's another contract. Oh, they did a good job. Yeah, well, it's another thing that you didn't go back out to bid on.
Yeah, I will be next year. Yeah, we got 1 year. They asked for a 2-year extension, so we negotiated down to 1 year, and we're going to be going
Till the end of this year.
Yes,
That's
correct.
that's what it was. So that's
Yes.
the only way I would agree upon it.
Oh, well, this is for the winter season. This
Well, then we
coming-
should have been going out for bids, back in May and June then.
Are we talking about snow plowing or tree services?
Well, I'm talking snow plowing now,
Oh, okay, yeah.
because you just
well-
thought the last contract was gonna get pushed through too, and I disagreed with that.
Yeah, but that was with an increase. This is flat. This is a flat rate. So,
Still, you still didn't go out to bid it.
no, we didn't. We can. We have time.
Charles?
normally I agree it should go out to bid, but being in this business, these rates are very good. If you think the guy does good work, it's a local company. I don't see any harm in extending it a year. And how much money do we actually spend on this contract?
That's
Uh,
a good question.
I
It doesn't snow anymore.
Yeah, it's under 40,000 a year. For both contracts,
Okay.
Oh, they took out my mailbox.
Under 40?
under 40. That was for last season, yeah.
That's a considerable sum, but it's not earth shattering. Under 25, we wouldn't even have to talk about it at the council level. I think we extend it for at least a year. And I like keeping it in a local contractor.
Yeah, they're a Berlin firm.
Yeah. Yeah, they can't get much closer.
No, they can't. They're right down at the bottom of the hill.
Anyone else?
I was gonna say, the only thing I would suggest then, based on what I'm hearing tonight, just from town council is, maybe we say that we're going to extend it this year as long as, for the following season, we go out for bid. I mean, that,
Yeah, I mean, that's fine.
That's fine with me, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, we can do that, right? It's fine. Yeah. Good, Mark? You okay with that?
No,
Oh, Mark.
Okay.
I'm not.
All right, I get it. All right. Well, so we want to add that in, that we would revisit it next year?
This is only extension for 1 year anyways.
That is a 1-year extension, right? So that's what it is, right? Next year we would have to bid it if we want to go out and bid it and Mike brings it back without a bid, we're gonna tell him, and he's already agreed to it here on the video here, that he would go out to bid next year. So, yeah, I think we just leave it. It's a 1-year extension, right? Leave it the same. Any other comments on it? Questions? If not, we'll go ahead and, did you read it? You read it? Did you
I
read it?
did.
We didn't read it yet. Okay, so
Move to authorize 1-year extensions of contract number 2024-03, snow plowing of town cul-de-sacs and miscellaneous areas, and contract number 2024-04, snow plowing of town streets to Stacks Construction Services LLC of Berlin at existing rates.
thank you. Second on that? Thank you. Any other comments or questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
No,
Opposed?
Opposed, what do we have, two? Two opposed? All right, motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mike.
All right, whoa, where's it?
You-
Hey, did we miss a page of the agenda?
Don't say a word.
Appointments.
Move on to appointments, yes, yes. All right, what do we got here?
We have the
We
VNA.
want to open up the nominations for the, I guess this one would be the inland wetlands.
I would
Commission.
like to nominate Mary Catherine LaRose for the Inland Wetlands Commission.
Thank you. Any other nominations for that? Hearing none, we'll close the nominations. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, so moved. Welcome Mary to Inland Wetlands. And the next one is the open nominations for the VNA.
I would like to nominate Teresa Del Mar for the VNA.
Okay, thank you. Any other nominations for the VNA? Hearing none, we'll close the nominations. Take a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, so moved. All right, let's see, where, a town managers report. Oof, oof,
All right.
yeah, we're just cruising.
Your report before 8 PM.
Yeah, that's almost unheard of, yeah.
Good. It's almost like the review coming up. or
Hey,
Keep it that way.
until 8:50.
Well, let's see, the review is coming up, and so
Yeah.
the shorter, the report tonight, I might have to change our evaluation. Never mind, go ahead. Just kidding, Ryan.
So I'll be quick with this. So
Whatever.
YMC update, we talk about it each time. I spoke with Micah Hearn just this afternoon. The last piece that we need to get to the Y is the CAD file with the base map. And I'm told we're going to be able to get that to them by the end of next week. So
nice.
that'll be all the deliverables to the Y. And
Excellent.
then they can take it from there. We'll meet with them and we'll move on to the next step.
That's
So,
wonderful.
well, once we send it to them, which let's say we send it to them sometime next week, their designers going to have to, their designer's going to have to come up with a plan. So I don't know how long that would take, but certainly we'll be routinely following up with them and asking them
Wow.
as soon as they want to meet, we'll meet with them. So the ball would be in their court though at that point.
Okay,
Okay.
all right, thank you.
Is there I know we're getting close to Halloween. Something going on in town hall? We should maybe we could have tours of town hall that's haunted come Halloween.
Are they coming
Oh, so we truly are haunted then. It's up in the building here somewhere. Oh, that's good.
We're gonna have to get that out.
I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking.
Do we have an exorcist on file in case we get a number just in case? All right, whatever. Go. Sorry,
Okay.
sorry. Ryan, move on. Let's move on.
Okay, it's so in addition to the why, I thought it might be helpful to talk about the East Berlin Pool project.
Yes.
Routine basis too, just to let you know where we are with the project. And so we are moving ahead. I've seen some rumors on Berlin Buzz saying that, we're not doing a splash pad and we're, there's, so just to talk about that, we went out to bid for the full design of the project. Those bids came in. PBC talked about it at their meeting on Thursday. And the next step is to interview the bidders for the lowest qualified bidder. So they're going to be setting up interviews with that. And once we get that, it'll be coming to the council for funding for the design work. And so stay tuned, but I
That's
did
great.
want to update you on that. I did want to update you on, my office has been receiving some complaints about signs around town. I do think we have a bit of a sign problem on Farmington Avenue. If you look at the number of lawn signs, cardboard signs, the sandwich boards, the flags, all of those are not in compliance with our zoning regulations.
Okay.
And they're all in a state right of way.
Yeah.
In the past, we have notified the owners and we have pulled the signs. I'm prepared to do that based on the complaints that we're receiving. I do think I didn't notice it until somebody was complaining. And then as I'm driving, I'm looking at it, I was like, wow, once you see it, you kind of can't unsee it.
Yeah.
And so I just want you to be aware because we have to pull, and we talked to Jeff about this today, we'd have to pull any sign that's in the state right away.
Mhm.
So we wouldn't be able to discriminate between a business, if the Girl Scouts are selling cookies, we would just have to, know.
Or a political sign.
Or political signs
Yes.
for that matter. And
Gotcha.
so, we're not gonna throw away any signs. we're
No,
gonna
no,
keep Them.
Yeah.
But we just, you may get calls if we do it.
Oh,
so I
we will get calls.
Is that easement like 10 feet?
State road, we'd have to,
And there, it can't be in the right of way. There's a statute and a regulation. There's no signage of any type allowed in the state right of way other than traffic signage.
And what is that, about 10 feet in? Yeah, what's the footage? Do we know the footage? Like,
The,
right?
It varies.
Big signs or even smaller signs close to their buildings.
the size of the right of way varies.
Oh, it does?
Yes.
How do we know, how would we find out about Farmington Avenue? How would we find out about that?
SDOT.
Oh, great. Oh, Donna, right up your alley. Great. You never get an
I
answer
did call
there.
DOT today. So
Did you?
Bring
Oh,
up your lot on
actually, I got their
the
voicemail.
GIS.
no, come on. Oh, no.
But I left a message, so I'm patiently waiting to hear back. I'm sure that I'll follow up, but.
Yeah.
But
An owner can bring up their property on GIS, the town, and it should give them the street line.
Okay. Okay.
So, yeah, I just wanted the council's blessing if you would like me to
Are
proceed.
there that many? I don't even,
Oh,
are there?
and you,
Chris?
and you know one of them,
I don't even know.
Lenny Tubb, you got that,
Oh.
on Farmington Avenue.
Oh.
That's that
Yeah.
right by,
Oh, by the Italian club?
Oh, so all those are part of, oh, okay.
I
See,
mean,
to me, what happens is the longer the sign's out there, the less I look at it. I mean, if it's a new sign they put up, I get it, people don't, and I mean, we want to keep Farmington Avenue looking nice. I mean, I get it. So,
That's my question to you. I'm
Yeah.
prepared to enforce our zoning law. I just know there probably will be blowback and so if you don't want me to proceed, then I won't.
I would like to just, like,
You should definitely find out.
let's find that out first. Yes.
Well, we would do that, yeah.
And let's identify, so now I will, hopefully then, maybe we wait till our next meeting and I want to like pay attention now to all the signs, because I don't even,
Oh,
it's amazing. how
is
much-
it really? I just haven't, really? I just
Yeah.
don't even notice them. I really don't, Okay.
I was just
I
gonna
mean,
say, if we
listen.
notify them
Owner-
first,
We're notifying everyone in a letter. We'd also post about it on
Yeah.
social media. We're not just going out
And ripping them down?
Oh, we wouldn't
Okay.
do that. It's,
What?
it's,
Well, listen, as a former planning and zoning guy for 16 years, I want to follow our zoning laws. That's always a good thing to do, And, we want to keep Farmington Avenue looking nice, right? It's our nice,
The zoning laws. It's-
yeah.
It's the.
This
state
is the state right of way. It's a state statute. Yeah, I get it.
It's in there. Statute's in there.
Oh, we can say the state's yelling at us for it. Yeah, there we go.
23, it's in there.
Yeah, all right. Well, there's that. I don't,
I can tell you in other towns.
yes, what?
Every so often, I get calls.
It happens.
and The CEO takes them down and people come pick them up.
Okay,
We do something like this.
Yeah.
And then if there's still signage, I mean, you don't get to just go put signs up wherever you want.
no, I get it.
the rules are the rules. I mean, everybody.
Anything you
needs
want
to
on your
follow
own
the rules.
lawn,
Yes.
Right.
Yes,
that's for sure.
I mean, you have one business following the rules and not
Not
putting out the
no
signs.
problem.
and then you
yeah,
have
no,
other-
no.
It's not fair. Everybody should play by the same rules.
No different than we've had the whole flag policy thing,
Ah, yes, yeah,
Yeah.
flag policy, yes, indeed.
government speech. And in this case, it's the state's property. It's not
Yeah.
town property even.
But you can't put a flag in it right away either, so.
No. So, obviously, the state's not complaining, it's the people are complaining to us, yeah.
I've been getting calls, more calls.
Really, huh?
Yeah.
That is interesting.
Well, sometimes it blocks your line of sight. You're trying
Well,
to,
that's
I
bad,
will say one of
The danger.
the
which is the
more
reason for the
concerned
policy, I'm
parties
sure.
may or may not be my administrative assistant. So.
What?
But we won't mention any names.
No, no names mentioned. We couldn't figure it out either with that clue. I mean, we really wouldn't know, but.
Send out the notice, and then if they don't comply,
Yeah, send it out. I mean, you know, if it's that.
or they can't say we didn't tell
I
them.
mean, but so just the quantity of complaint, I'm just curious, like 10 people, I mean, 20 complaints, 100,
Smaller group, just very,
smaller groups? Really?
just a couple complaints, but they're out there. And then I've heard that more people have complained. But again, I'm not the zoning officer. So
Right.
I think of complaints have been going to the CEO
Yeah,
or planning, but now they're coming to me because nothing's been happening. Well, I'm whatever you guys need me to be, I guess. So, here, so
so did you check with zoning? I'm just curious how many they're getting.
I
Are they getting a bunch?
with zoning this morning.
No,
We talked with Jeff and the question was, can we, enforce because it's not our property? It's the city.
yes, right,
And
and we can?
But you
But-
could put them in a state park.
Eh, It'd be nice to know the line. I mean, how are the business gonna know the line? It's up to them to figure it out? Or who tells them what the line is? Can,
the right of way is a larger area. I mean, typically you have to go back 10, 15
you
feet.
think at least 10, it's at least 10 feet probably, right?
Yeah. It might be, 15 on state.
Yes.
so.
So all,
Put your tree.
all I'm saying is, it'd be nice to give them the, information, just to let them know that, hey, around this area, it's gotta go back approximately this far, just to tell them that. I don't know if we need to put it in here, but I just,
Minimum of 10 feet's a good bet.
Empty beer bottles?
minimum of 10 feet. So if they go back 10 feet, maybe we're happy. Is that what we're
Probably
thinking?
get left alone, yeah.
Yeah.
Just, I'm just thinking, they're gonna ask questions, and if there's, room to put it 10 feet back, then, I don't know. What do you
We
think?
can send the notice out if you want. If you want to change it, we can change it. Or if you want to take a drive and give us some time and tell me next time.
Yeah, let's just take a drive and let's just look. I mean, I just don't, I don't know. I guess I just don't notice them anymore. Maybe there's so many you don't notice them, but could we just wait till the next meeting?
All you want.
I never have any problem going down Farmington Avenue. I don't
go
know.
down Route 9, but
Yeah, there
I
you go.
noticed
Yeah.
one sign I'm thinking of moves closer to the road.
What? What? Peter.
Yeah.
No, because I don't pay attention.
Yeah, we gotta, let's just look at it and put it on the next
I'll
thing,
put it on
and-
the next
and I'd be curious to talk to the,
Take a look and.
Yeah.
and I guess that's your homework assignment is. to
we have homework.
Yeah.
Look at this sign.
Did you say,
Cause I like to put this guy up right by the road, I mean,
Yeah.
it'd be nice to have him up.
Molly, did you say though that there's a site or something that they can go on, like a business owner or property owner to?
The maps,
CIS maps.
yeah, the maps, so they.
'Cause maybe we
they-
can make
they
a
should just know,
suggestion
they
of
can push
that.
'em back.
Yeah.
Maybe we could put that on there as a resource that they can check. I mean,
Basically.
I don't
look
even-
at it, the law is the law, they're not supposed to be there. I mean, it's that simple.
Yeah,
It's right across, because that's the street he's on.
right. he's
That
on
they're
it.
working on for the last 10 years.
Yes, yes,
Alright.
yeah,
Okay, I have.
let's, yeah, no, yeah, go ahead.
All right.
We've got our homework, thank you.
Sorry to interrupt, but moving along.
I have one last question for you. I had gotten a request from Jonathan Fife. He's the owner or CEO of Bright Feeds.
Oh, yes,
Oh.
yes. Who? We've never heard of him
So
before.
one,
No, yes.
one quick thing, we're still waiting on that report from DPH. I reached out to Representative Veach and she is going to be talking with DPH.
Donna, get the bat in your hand. Let's get the report. We want it. And it's done. Yes. No, I agree. We've been waiting on that one for a long time. We all know.
So I have somewhat of an unusual request and I just wanted to get your feedback on it. So
Yes.
Jonathan asked if myself as the town manager would write a letter They're looking to expand their facility. They have a potential site in Pennsylvania that they're looking at, and they're currently going through zoning right now. And they,
In Pennsylvania.
the people in Pennsylvania have Googled Bright Feeds, and a lot of negative articles about Berlin, Connecticut.
No, they didn't find any here.
And so he is asking if the town or myself as town manager would be willing to write a letter just saying that they have resolved their issues and that they were cooperative throughout the process. And so
The-
I don't,
But certainly the one thing I would want to know is to see that DPH report first on the air quality. What do you think about that, too?
My suggestion was to have a discussion about it. I don't know, folks were really upset about
Yes.
the noise and the odor.
Yeah,
At one point they had council, we were getting FOI requests.
yes.
I just don't want to see Ryan being put in a position, because he came in at the tail end of it, and I don't want to see him being put in the position of somehow, disavowing everything that came before and blessing it, because we're just not in a position. I mean, we can say that everything, as far as we know, was resolved cooperatively, but it's inconclusive. I mean, I don't,
Yeah,
we also don't know. I
was gonna
also
s-
don't know the full extent of what the enforcement action was that was taken.
oh, right, we don't know
They
that.
came to the meetings, they really couldn't comment because there was
Yes.
ongoing
Right,
enforcement action. So I
good point.
don't know what they did to
Yeah.
accomplish compliance either,
That's a good point, yeah.
so, that.
Yeah,
They seem to have worked hard and invested in resolving the
Yeah.
problem, but I don't know that the town really can vouch for them.
yeah, I mean, I definitely agree. Yes,
Say, if we put it in a way that we're not endorsing them or not endorsing them, we're not saying, they're great, don't do it, partner with them, not. I think if we stick to the facts that there were issues of odor and sound, they did work to resolve it, they spent money on it, but again, I think we do need the DPH report.
we gotta have that first before we do anything.
But I think if it's
Right.
kind of neutral and just stick to
God
the
forbid what,
facts.
comes out bad. Yeah. At a minimum, hold off till then and then see if we do a crafted, I would agree though. I would be very hesitant to do that. Yeah, we'd be, I'm not.
I heard enough.
What? You gonna argue?
I said, I heard enough. I'm
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
They were one of the sponsors at the fair.
They were, they did, they were sponsoring some at the fair and,
Signs were up in the cattle farm, in the cattle barn. so-
yeah, no, I mean, they seem to be doing stuff, but, which is good, but I don't know whether to go that far is, and I did note on social media, I don't know which one, Berlin Talks, Berlin Buzz, there were some folks from Pennsylvania asking Berlin to tell them about Bright Feeds independently, just citizens. I think they were just, I didn't see the post, but somebody told me that. Gotta love social media, yeah, so I don't know if anybody answered them or not, but, yes, well, yeah, at a minimum, we all agree, let's, at a minimum, wait for the DPH report. Absolutely, yes, absolutely. All right, we're good, yeah, so we'll wait till then and see what.
And that's
what we
it for
think.
my report. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Ryan. Special committee reports, you guys had a meeting tonight, right?
Yes.
Yes, what? Enlighten us briefly.
We had a meeting of the fire commission,
Yes,
looking at the pension and the payment made to the volunteer firemen. And it's a very low rate, and we all agreed that it should be raised, and Mr. Simons explained that there's 3 ways that they get paid. One's through a $500 pension allotment every year, and they get basically $30 for every call they make, and then there's another payment. And he would like to streamline the process and combine them all. And he's suggesting a slight increase in cost to the town to pay the firemen after 4 hours when they're at a fire. They get $30 to go to a event.
just to show up.
Yeah, but if it lasts 12 hours, they still only get $30.
Gotcha.
And I think everybody felt that that's not really reasonable.
We're looking to combine the policies into one policy.
Oh, nice.
And it's gonna go on, Ryan's gonna work with Jim Simons, and they're gonna work on the paperwork and get a document prepared, and then we're gonna bring it up at our next meeting, hopefully on October 7th.
Oh, great.
So we're gonna meet again on October 7th.
Oh, good.
At 6:30 PM. So we'll make dinner plans.
I'm away that way. I'm in Pennsylvania, they have, they want me to,
Are you scouting out the
Advisor.
Brightfeed site for
Bright
them?
Feed,
Are you
yeah.
working on
Yeah.
Brightfeeds? All right, well, whatever. It's like, yeah.
I'm
You're a
at-
consultant now about
I'm
Brightfeed.
at Hershey that week.
Oh, that's a cool place.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I know, it's a fun place. Good. What else, Charlie? Anything else?
About it for the commission.
All right, there were no other special meetings, right? Were there other committees? No, I don't think so. Okay, Counselor Communications, what do we have, folks?
I just wonder if
Yes.
there's any update on, the care about a truck garage, the tax-free haven over there.
I don't have an update.
Okay.
General's involvement, they couldn't.
And the town could do nothing about taxing it or moving forward, I'm told.
This time, no, I don't have an update for you at this time.
Well, maybe you'll hear something for next time. Thank you.
Anything else, folks?
Thank the Lions, Police Department, the Fire Department, and all the volunteers. The fair was phenomenal. It was a great weekend. Hopefully they made tons of money. I don't know, I haven't heard any final numbers in terms of the amount of people that, but it was just.
And good weather every day too.
It's great. Fun time.
Yep.
Yeah, they don't, right? Because we really haven't had a lot of rain, right? And since they've moved it?
When did you ever see sunblock at the Berlin Fair?
Yeah,
The umbrellas.
yeah. Sweatshirts, you know,
I
usually.
remember working the fair with gloves on, trying to make change. It was so cold. A couple weeks made a big difference.
Yeah, yeah. It's good. It's fun times. Anybody else?
No, I'm good this week.
Wait a minute. What? Mark, come on, don't disappoint. No, it's okay. No, we're good.
I,
We're good.
I do want to bring up one thing
Yes,
that I
yeah.
did forget about, because I had noticed it, and then a couple of neighbors in the neighborhood whose kids go over to Stockings Brook,
Oh, yeah.
goes like through under our street and whatnot,
Yes.
and it's dry. There's no water going in Stockings Brook at all.
Really, huh?
Bone dry, yeah. And
Well, we are low, yeah.
we got 3 inches of rain over the past, week and a half when we
Yeah.
got that rain.
Yeah.
And yes, I understand a drought's been a couple weeks, but we had, Stocking Brook is supposedly fed by both reservoirs, so I'm
Oh,
concerned that there's no
okay.
It's
water
very
there.
flat. It actually runs different ways this time of year.
Yes, correct, yeah. So it's just a few, few neighbors have said, because they know, if we put cows out there or horses that, they use the brook,
Oh, yeah.
and their kids like to go there and look at the fish and whatnot, and they're like, what happened to the fish? Are they dying?
Nothing.
What happened to the
Not a drop.
And I'm like, I don't know what to tell these kids.
Wow, that's,
But I don't know if it's something we
Really?
can look into, find out, are they damming it? Are they stopping the flow for some reason? I'm just a little concerned about it.
Just made a note of it, so.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
the Meriden Water Department controls that. You could have some.
oh, really?
'Cause I know the greenhouses pretty soon are gonna be taking a decent amount of water from Meriden.
Yeah. But I
10,000.
think, aren't they, then they run a pipe, they ran a pipe though over, right? I
Where's the
believe?
water coming from?
There's a black water main that runs by there. They tap that.
Yeah, okay,
It
that's
goes from the reservoir to the treatment plant. It's untreated water.
right, that they're
There's
using.
a black water, yeah.
They're gonna use it.
They're gonna use that.
That's what I thought. I thought when they were doing that, that's what we heard. Yeah, well, that's, yeah, interesting. Anyone else? We good? Okay, acceptance of our September 2nd meeting, Charlie?
I move we accept the September 2nd minutes.
Second. Thank you. Any comments on them? Hearing none, all's in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved. And where are we at? What did I do with my agenda? Oh, here we are. And we are gonna make a motion to go into our executive session.
We move into executive session, inviting in town attorney.
And yeah,
I don't have all the evaluations, so I don't know what, I'm going to executive session with our town manager.
Oh,
Right.
well, I guess, yeah. Well,
Next time.
here, you got mine now. Oops, you can pass that down. Yeah.
Tomorrow.
All
Clearly I have a serious problem.
If-
and I won't-
If I can figure this thing out,
And I move, move this executive session till the next meeting.
I'll.
That works.
Now you gotta be good for another 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We're kind of doing that to string it along a little.
The physical paperwork.
I got an extra one if you want it.
Yeah, because I had them working on my computer all day today,
Yes,
and it's just,
yes.
It only took them 3 days to fix mine. I know, and then the next day they fixed the
That's a
computer.
blank one.
yeah.
Cause I
Wanna-
couldn't get it to work again, so I asked
a
for a
paper
printed
copy?
one and I got it.
Who wants a paper copy?
I will say this, I was the first one to submit mine. I
Oh,
got-
Mark, all right, Mark.
Where's
got the gold star.
Mark
I
said
got the
his-
good, I got a gold star from our.
No, where's, oh, this is the blank part?
Yeah, so wherever your initials are, like what I did was I
PR.
followed, yeah, I
Yeah.
followed down, like just
second.
kind of followed down.
Oh, okay.
We have what Ryan rated himself and then,
Yeah,
and then the average I'll do later, but.
okay.
Right.
All
right.
All right, we're good.
Just in case I can't.
Anybody else need a paper copy? Paper copies? We're good?